What's up everybody, D-Man back to a brand new video, and today we're going to be doing another Godzilla King of the Monsters news and updates. Yeah, just because the movie's out doesn't mean I'm not going to cover news for it, because I'm still going to talk about things. There's still some things to talk about. Also, I have this Godzilla for the next couple days only, and then I have to give him back. So before I give him back, I was like, might as well, right? Might as well talk to him like he's a dog and hold him for the full news video, even though I don't really put myself on screen for most of the news videos. But I might as well hold him just so that we can share this time we spent together. Alright, what do we got, Godzilla? What are we talking about today? Oh yes! We're starting out. D-Man Does An Oopsie. I did an oopsie in my last Godzilla news and updates, and I'm very sorry. I must apologize for that. Hatsune Miku. I didn't know, or Miku, I'm sorry. Uh-oh, I did it again. Hatsune Miku. She is a Vocaloid. I didn't even know that was a thing. She is a Vocaloid, what, J-pop star? I think you guys told me she's a J-pop star. I'm gonna get destroyed if she's K-pop, but I don't know. Does it really matter? She's either a J-pop or K-pop, but I'm fairly confident she's J-pop. She fights Godzilla in the Snow Godzilla clip. She is the one piloting the Shinkelion that goes after Godzilla. I'm sorry, I didn't know that. So yeah, I got posted for it in the comment section of my video on Snow Godzilla. How could you not mention that's Hatsune Miku? I didn't even know who that was. Whatever. Kevin Wilkinson. Wow, you killed it, dude. He made a custom Behemoth figure. Look at this thing. This is like better than Bandai. This is awesome. This is what I hoped that Playmates figures would be like. This is an awesome figure. I would be willing to buy that if you're selling it at a reasonable price. I don't know if he is, but if he's selling that at a reasonable price, I would absolutely be willing to buy that. That is an incredible figure. PI9Zilla on Twitter caught this little cheeky Easter egg. I guess I did catch it, or at least I noticed it. I didn't quite know the exact quote it was referencing, but I know the phrase, if only the earth and stones could speak, the stories they could tell. That's a Dr. Rick Stanton quote from Godzilla King of the Monsters. It's not like an uncommon phrase, so I was familiar with the idea of it. I guess I didn't quite realize that it was a direct reference to a GMK quote, which comes from Yuri Tachibana, which is, if the earth and stones could only speak, they would tell us many things. That's pretty cool. That was a nice little catch by PI9Zilla on Twitter. Good little Easter egg. Also, another little Easter egg. I don't know if this one was intentional or not, but August 27th, 2019 was the release date of the Godzilla King of the Monsters Blu-ray set. Also, August 27th is the date that Godzilla attacks in continuity in Godzilla King of the Monsters, the 1956 film. Raymond Burr's character, Steve Martin, mentions that it is August 27th. So they happen on the same day. I don't know if that was intentional. I'd highly, highly doubt that. But they happened on the same day, so that's a nice little coincidence. O'Shea Jackson Jr., who plays Barnes in Godzilla King of the Monsters, got some Godzilla loot. He got the SH Monster Arts Godzilla figures. He didn't get King Ghidorah, doesn't look like, but it looks like he got the others. And so he shared a little video of him showing those off, which is a cool little clip. So if you want to go check that out, you can certainly do so using the link in the description below. TJ Storm, Alan Maxon, Richard Dorton, and Jason Lyles were all at a Godzilla King of the Monsters motion capture panel, and they all got up and did a Godzilla vs. Ghidorah moment where they all went after each other. It's pretty cool. Had to share that clip because, I mean, it's awesome. I love those guys, and I gotta show the clip. We gotta give them some respect. Ghidorah meets Ghidorah. Ghidorah from the Monsterverse meets Ghidorah from Rebirth of Mothra 3. Jason Lyles, Alan Maxon, and Richard Dorton all had the honor of meeting, I'm not going to pronounce his name right in the slightest, Tsutomu Kitagawa. I think that's how you say that. It's something like that. He played King Ghidorah in Rebirth of Mothra 3. It's pretty cool that Ghidorah meets Ghidorah. I mean, that's cool. It's also fun to see like the difference of how we approached it with motion capture. We did 3 actors. Back in the day with Suits, you did 1 actor, and then, you know, the guys puppeteering it, who'd never get as much credit. We don't even know who the string operators are. Japanese burning Godzilla statues. So do you guys remember leading up to Godzilla King of the Monsters, there was that 2-meter tall Godzilla statue that they were putting everywhere? Yeah, they took that same statue, they painted it up to make it look like burning Godzilla, and then they put it on display. Awesome. Looks sweet. Next up, we have some Godzilla merchandise to cover. Godzilla 2020 calendars are now on sale. You can go check them out through the link in the description below. I almost got one. I was considering it. I didn't ever look into them. I don't know how much they cost or anything like that. I just figured it wasn't quite worth shipping a calendar out, and I could just go to the store and pick up a Walking Dead calendar, which is good enough for me. But yeah, those are pretty pretty cool. I like the art on them. They look really cool. Rubies, adult Ghidorah and Godzilla costumes. I know I am trying to seem like I have lots of energy here, but I'm genuinely exhausted right now when I'm filming this. So I think if I had a little more actual energy, I may want to spend a little more time making fun of these costumes. But I mean, come on, Rubies. I feel like we've torn into them enough over the past year, so I'm gonna give them a bit of a break. Again, they're Inflatable Godzilla 2014. It's a goofy costume. It's fun to play around with and goof around with. But that Ghidorah, I don't know why you would make a Ghidorah costume. It's not a good idea. I don't know why you would. It just doesn't look good. You gotta do something else with the heads other than make them the arms. They didn't even bother with pants for the Ghidorah. It's just a torso and the heads. Whatever, masks look cool. Get 3 of the masks and it looks cool. That's all I'll say about that. Neca, oh come on. This one is one that I've been waiting for forever. A Neca Mothra poster version. I don't know why they'd call it the poster version. It's more movie accurate than the movie accurate version because Mothra was hardly orange in the movie. She's definitely blue 99% of her screen time. I'm gonna be honest, I like the blue Mothra more. 2019's blue Mothra might be one of my favorite Mothra designs, which will be a shocker because if you remember when the Mothra design was revealed a year ago at Tokyo Comic Con back in December, I did not like the new Mothra design. I just thought it was too drastic, looked too much like a bug to me. But after seeing it in motion in the movie, it's so beautiful and elegant. I've really fallen in love with it. So yeah, I just love the blue Mothra. I do still prefer the Tokyo SOS Mothra, but ultimately the blue Mothra is awesome, man. I don't know what to say. I just love it. So I can't wait for this new NECA figure to come out. You know, they're usually about $20 to $30 depending on where you get them, and you can get them at like Target and Walmart and the NECA store and GameStop and other places. Dream Figures Godzilla. We got some interesting feelings on that, don't we, Godzilla? Dream Figures Godzilla is being sold for $800, $799. There are only 400 of them being produced. The Dream Figures Godzilla come in the sizes, they're 19 inches by 25 inches wide by 28 inches long. So head to tail is 28 inches long. They're 66 pounds. I'm assuming they're made of stone. But like I said, they're $800 and it doesn't look better than the X Plus. I mean, the X Plus that I'm holding right now, the Gigantic series, yeah, you lose the exclusivity. There's more than 400 of them. Wow, guys, really? You lose the exclusivity with them because there's more than 400 of them in existence, and they're not 66 pounds. They're not made of like stone or whatever, but these guys look more detailed. I just think that the X Plus ones look better. I don't know. I just think the Dream Figures ones don't look very detailed. They look kind of smooth to me, and it's weird that the one in the promo images is broken. You can even see one of the dorsal fins is broken off, so I don't know what the heck's going on there, but they just don't look as good as the X Plus to me. Now they might be bigger. I mean, 19 inches might be bigger than what I'm holding. I don't know, but I don't know. I just don't think that $800 is necessarily worth it for that. We got some SHMA figures to talk about. SHMA had a 4K Godzilla set that they released in Japan. I can't believe how they do these. It makes me so upset. They did this for Godzilla 2014 as well, so we should have seen it coming. The SH Monster Arts poster version, Godzilla 2019, featuring blue dorsal fins, the blue throughout the body, you know, the atomic breath version of Godzilla. Comes with an atomic beam. You also get the movie on 4K with different discs for each monster. Awesome set. It was just too expensive. I don't remember how expensive it was, but it was just too expensive. It was not worth getting, in my opinion. It was just too much money. I didn't want to spend however much it was. I don't even remember how much it was, but I didn't want to spend that much money on the figure, even though I think it's a gorgeous figure. I love the translucent. That is exactly what I was talking about that NECA should have done with their Burning Godzilla. I think it's a great figure. I think it looks awesome. I'm super disappointed that I didn't get it, but I didn't get it because it's just not worth it to me. The price was too much because they did couple it with the 4K, meaning they drove the price way up. So it's a missed opportunity. What won't be a missed opportunity is the upcoming SH Monster Arts Burning Godzilla. So they announced they're doing Burning Godzilla and then they released a ton of pictures of him. Now again, this Burning Godzilla is not really movie accurate, kind of like the NECA one. It seems that no one is interested in making a completely movie accurate Burning Godzilla. I think this figure though looks awesome. I can't wait to get my hands on it, see if it is translucent like their poster version. I actually don't think this one's gonna be. I think this one's gonna be a solid figure, but I'm interested to get it. I'm very excited about it because I love Burning Godzilla's design in King of the Monsters. I love my NECA Burning Godzilla, and so I can't wait to have the two of them so that I can have them together. I just think that's gonna be really cool. I'm really excited for the SH Monster Arts Burning Godzilla. That one will run you between $86 to $116 depending on where you get it. Speaking of the X Plus Gigantic Series Godzilla 2019 that I'm holding in my arms, but I do have to give them away. I just want to hammer that tragedy home. You guys thought Shakespeare was a tragic writer. Whoever wrote this plot twist where I have to give this thing back, those are the masters of tragedy. The X Plus Godzilla Gigantic Series 2019 is having an atomic variant with the blue dorsal spines. I don't know how much he's going to be. I would imagine he's going to be anywhere between $600 to $1,500. I don't have any need for that. Like I said when I unboxed the figure I'm holding in my lap, if I had the money to spend on this, I would spend the money on this, but I don't have the money to spend on this, so I'm not gonna get it. That's what it comes down to. I would absolutely love this thing though. I do like the blue dorsal fins a little more than I like the standard dorsal fins for this figure. I think it just looks cooler for display purposes, and I would love to get my hands on that Atomic Godzilla 2019. I'd love to display that. I did make a really cool display kind of thing for the guy that I'm holding in my lap, but again, I have to tear it all down this week. I have to give this figure back this week, so it hurts, man. This is absurd. Spiral Studios Ghidorah. Whew. This thing is massive. I should have looked up the measurements of him. Why did I not look up the measurements of him? Oh my god. He's 30 inches tall with a 50-inch wingspan. That's 2.5 feet tall and 4.16 feet wide. 4 feet wingspan. Oh my god. This figure looks awesome. We've got a load of pictures of it. So we have pictures of the model in development, like when they're building it, designing it. We also have display pictures. So they've released a few display pictures. We have some of the back of the body. We have a couple of the front of the body. We have some close-ups. There's some really cool display pictures. We also have one that compares it to the SH Monster Arts King Ghidorah, which just shows the scale on how big this thing is. Like I said, this figure is going to be 2.5 feet tall and 4 feet long in terms of wingspan. It's huge. That is a huge figure. It would go really nice with the X Plus Godzilla Gigantic series. I have a feeling that the two of them would look very good together. It's also not just that, but there is a King Ghidorah Special Deluxe Edition. It's a King Ghidorah statue with light up effects on all of the necks that they will be showing us later. So this is one that they've just announced. So there's going to be light up on all the necks. They have a diorama setup for him, so a little base for him. They have a King Ghidorah frozen in ice cube little thing that you get. They also have an exclusive art print illustrated by Christopher Schei, who did a lot of the King of the Monsters concept art. They have Monarch folders and King Ghidorah species profiles. Really cool, awesome stuff there. Yeah, that is going to be a great get. But here's the catch. The Spiral Studios King Ghidorah will cost you $1,175. No thank you. I'm not spending that much money on a figure. That is way too much. Even though they do have a paid plan so you can pay it off over the course of like a year and a half or something, you can pay it off so that it doesn't hurt as much, but no way. I'm not spending $1,200 on a figure. There's just no way I'm doing that. Even though it's awesome, even though I think it's great, just not doing it. Well, we're on the topic. King Ghidorah won the Best Vocal / Motion Capture Performance from the Indiana Film Journalists Association. They are one of the only associations that recognizes motion capture as something that gets awards. They said that Andy Serkis has only won it like once or twice, and they have given their award to Alan Maxon, Jason Liles, and Richard Dorton for their performance as King Ghidorah in Godzilla King of the Monsters. That's awesome, man. I just love seeing those guys get the credit they deserve for bringing these monsters to life. It's great. I think that's awesome. So I'm really glad to hear that. It's awesome that they honor these actors. I think that's really great. In addition to that, Godzilla King of the Monsters was nominated for the People's Choice Award for Best Action Movie of 2019. It did not win. I'd assume Avengers Endgame won, but it was nominated, which is nice. I mean, it got a nomination. I'm okay with that. Even though, and I didn't put this one down in the links, not because of bias or anything, I just forgot to. I did see that the movie ranked #1 worst movie of the year on some Japanese magazine list, but whatever, who cares, man? They're just too blinded by Shin Godzilla. I don't know. I don't know why they voted for it to be #1 worst. I didn't see the reasoning. I just saw that it won the #1 spot, which is never a good thing, but at the same time, the movie was well received over there, so I don't know why it ranked that low. And if it's #1 of the year, those people clearly didn't see a lot of movies that came out in 2019, because I saw a lot of bad movies compared to that. Monsterverse cabinet game. I've shown this off before, but the Monsterverse cabinet game has footage. If you don't know what it is, the Monsterverse is getting a cabinet game. It looks very lame. I don't like cabinet games, but you can do stuff with Godzilla featuring the 2019 design, not the 2020 design, as many news articles that clickbait you will tell you this is. You also see Kong in there, you see Ghidorah in there, Rodan in there, Mothra in there. You know, it's a Monsterverse cabinet game. I'm sure there's like skull crawlers and Mutos and other stuff in there as well, and it will be popping up, I'd imagine, by the end of the year. I'd imagine by the end of 2020 we're going to see these things in casinos or wherever they plan on putting them. I have no idea. They exist. Godzilla King of the Monsters released some behind the scenes photos. So we've got a Fathom slate. Of course, the film's working title was Fathom. You got Godzilla's dorsal fins on it. That's cool. You've got a big set for the Temple of the Moth, which is really cool to see them all setting that up. And then you've got one of Mark, Emma, and young little Madison Russell in the beginning of the film during the 2014 flashback. That's a cool one as well. So these were all released officially, and they're pretty cool. Speaking of behind the scenes, there was recently a video post on YouTube that I have linked down below that you can go check out for yourself of the official 2016 test for Rodan's hatching sequence versus the 2019 execution of that. So it takes you through. The original was a much more drawn out cinematic experience. It's 8 minutes long. It's its own little short film basically. So you go into the Monarch volcano and everyone's running away. Everyone's freaking out. There's a lot more people panicking in the cities in this version. And then the orca goes off and Rodan slowly rises up. A lot of the Rodan stuff has been retained in this version of it. There is a little bit more of Rodan coming out of the volcano itself, like him climbing up out of it. And then there's, like I said, a lot more people reacting to Rodan versus what we saw in the actual film. But it seems like most of the events are still happening the same, so Ghidorah is still inbound to intercept Rodan. Rodan does feature an entirely new design here. I don't like the design at all. I think it's kind of awful. But it was clearly just a little test animation to see if they could do it, see if it could work. And yeah, the Rodan doesn't look great. But they got a lot of the same stuff that we see in the final version of the film does appear in this, at least in some capacity. And then there is a lot of footage of the dogfight as well. And again, most of the dogfight was retained. It doesn't look like too much of the dogfight was lost leading into the final version of the film. In fact, it looks like we did get a bit more of an extended dogfight during the final film than what we have in the animation. And the animation ends when King Ghidorah shows up to attack Rodan, and all of that is retained as well. That's really cool. I love seeing that little test animation. Don't know where it comes from, but it just goes to show they've been working on this movie for a lot longer than we realized, and it's pretty cool to see the animation there. I do like that a lot. One final thing, we have an image of Ghidorah's CGI model that was from the Godzilla King of the Monsters special features. I saved it as something worthy of talking about, and so I mentioned it here just to fulfill my desire back when I saved it, but I really didn't need to show it off because we've all seen that if we own the King of the Monsters special features, but whatever, it's there you go. Thank you guys all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Godzilla we'll probably never see again because, like I said, he's got to go back home to Texas, and I gotta lose him until maybe we can be reunited in a video when I'm there in Texas this summer. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you guys next time. D-Man out.